It's 10:30 in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our session today. So happy to see so many of you. I think Manolo Marie, Mr. Moran, and Educhild would like to know who are here in the Zoom room. So kindly please type in the chat box the school you represent or the center you represent if you are from any of the centers. And if you are from Educhild, please type in the chat box Educhild. Can we know who are here? We have from Lantaka Youth Club. South Ridge, of course, is here. Springdale, good morning to you. Um, Advisory, PAREF Springdale is here, Rosemont, Westbridge, Rose Hill Preschool, Ridgefield, Hillsboro, Rosemont, Southdale is with us now, Woodrose, Educhild. Great. I think we're seeing practically all the schools already here. Molave is here, Southcrest, welcome. Ridgefield, Westbridge, welcome to Moran Study Center. Good morning to you. Okay, we have a lot from Springdale. I know there is a big group from Southcrest that is following us from a lecture hall. Educhild is here, of course. Fantastic. Well, welcome. Tawili, Westbridge, Rosefield. I am praying Northfield will be here in 2 seconds. Okay, I think it makes a lot of sense that we start our session today entrusting this project, this whole endeavor to our Father, Saint Josemaria, to Our Lady. So together we pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy
Holy
Mary,
Mary,
Mother
Mother
of
of
God,
God,
pray
pray
for
for
us
us
sinners,
sinners, now and at
now
the
and at
hour of our death.
our death.
Amen.
Amen. Saint Josemaria, pray
Pray
for
for
us.
us.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Well, again, good morning, everyone. But it's not my job to welcome you and to open this session. And so I'd like to call on the chairman, the president of PAREF. Please welcome Mr. Danny Moran for our welcome remarks.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, man. And of course, welcome to everyone here. Looks like we have a very extended community this morning. So, congratulations, man, and the people who have been able to get everybody together this morning for this so-called grand launch. No, of our parent formation committee, no, and its activities, no. So I just thought I'd share a few points as we begin this session now with everyone. First of all, I have been with the PAREF system, I would say off and on for the last 30 years or so. My two youngest daughters started in Rose Hill Preschool. That was some 30 years ago. Of course, they're both graduated now and everything. I have 5 kids. No, and I learned a lot about parenting because of course, bringing up my kids in the PARP school. You know, we were bombarded with all sorts of parent talks, etc. I even joined Educhild and learned a lot. No, and but now 30 years after, I must say I have not appreciated as much the wisdom, and I would say the grace of Saint Josemaria in bringing out that philosophy that we so hold dear in all of our PAREF life, which really is parents first. than teachers, and with good parents and teachers, we'll have good students. No, and I have seen this now that I'm actually in I would say the older generation. My kids now, three of the five are married. I have grandkids, and I can see the difference between um, what was really uh, the efforts in putting parents first and developing parents. I mean, I see it in my kids, in my nephews, nieces, even the friends, my friends' kids. No, and it makes a very big difference when you can see that your kids, because of the way that we were brought up and the way we participated in the all of the parent formation activities that PAREF provided, you can see the difference in how they practice their lives, more particularly their faith. No? And I have kids that are both here in the Philippines and also in the U.S. So I think there are many parents who are in that same situation with kids both here in the Philippines, and many are abroad. And to me, the most important aspect of your child's life is, are they growing up as good Catholics and practicing the faith as you taught them? And unfortunately, I see in so many of our young generation of parents these days who have either given up, not practicing the faith, and so subsequently their own kids follow that, or some who have categorically decided, well, let's just not have kids because it's inconvenient. No, and some just decide to live in together because it's the most practical thing. And so the world today has really gotten very much more difficult, and uh, I've seen how the focus that we have given to our own kids because of the kind of education that parent has provided has really made a difference in what I can see in my own kids and my grandkids now. And that's why I say I appreciate it more now than even when we started. And mind you, I'm talking about nephews, nieces, and the kids of my good friends who have also finished in I would say the so-called good schools. I mean, we know the other good schools, but none have really put the kind of attention that PAREF has, in terms of parenting today. And I must say, the challenges now of parenting are even much more difficult today than they were some 30 years ago. Of course, I was parenting kids in school through the 90s and early 2000s. And that was way before, this very rampant explosion of social media and a lot of the digital devices that have affected the kids today, and how much the external environment has affected them. Um, and of course, we know the pandemic has come in, and so there's a lot more challenges. So I would say the role of parenting today is even much more challenging than it was back then. So the stronger that we can be together in parent, as far as parenting is concerned, is so critical to the next generation that we see growing up today. And so I really think that this is one of the real strengths of PAREF. And I must say this effort in putting together really a group that strongly emphasizes this idea that parents are first. And we're going to focus on the parents because only with the good parents can we really have a good generation of children in the future to come. And so I think that's the first thought that I have. The second thought that I just want to share is that this is a wonderful opportunity of what I call unity within PAREF. No. So as we know, okay, we have at this point 17 different PAREF schools, but there are so many common parents in common areas. So the the parents that are in the Alabang area, whether it's Southridge, Woodrose, Ridgefield, or Rosemont, you're all common parents. And so the more that we can work together and support each other, the stronger we are as a common community within that particular area. No? But that's only one dimension of unity. I think the other dimension that I think is very important here is that we have also within PAREF the so-called mature schools, schools that have been around for a long time and who have really gone through so much experience, learning, and I would say successes in terms of parenting. And then we also have many new schools that are coming up. And I think the ability of putting this group together so that you have the more mature schools and what they have done and sharing this best practice with the new schools, I think is an excellent way of really helping one another in this challenge of parenting that we're facing today. No, and I think that of course, the third dimension is simply uh, the centers are here, and I think if we can collaborate also, we're in the women's centers and the schools have a common way of dealing with things and can also share. And the same with the men's. No, I mean, because okay, you have we still are probably one of the only few schools that are practicing the single sex, and it's very good. And I think that it's an excellent advantage to all of us. So I really encourage the centers to strongly support the schools because you only reinforce that identity of being single sex, but still being able to share across the girls' schools and across the boys' schools. No, and of course, I guess kudos to Educhild, who has been around for as long as I can remember, as part of our so-called partner in PAREF, and the amount of learnings that I have gone through because of the courses, the cases, and everything. And so even though I only had the two girls studying in Rosehill because my three boys were already in college at the time. I still practiced what I learned in Educhild with all my kids, and so that has gone a long way. So I think that this sense of unity in sharing, together as one makes us stronger as a PAREF unity, and in PAREF, I don't think any school has and will come close to this kind of attention that's really given to parents. I mean, many schools are focusing on so many things, and that's true. There are many other challenges in life, but I think this is what makes PAREF unique, and it's a very strong advantage that we have that we share in common. So working together as a united front will even make us stronger as one. No? And the last point I just want to share is that this is a great day to launch this. No, I mean, first of all, because this is in the Jubilee year. So there's still so much hope No, and some of us, maybe many of us, have already been to Rome and have gone and experienced, this the Jubilee year. I know that many of the PAREF kids went, and we went ourselves, and it's an amazing experience, and I think that we all should share in this exciting year of the Jubilee year, a year of hope. Wherein there is, despite the challenges, so much hope for parents. And I was surprised when I saw, I saw it on TV. How many kids were there participating in the students in this jubilee. It was amazing. So you can see that there is also a lot of hope, a lot of enthusiasm, and our kids these days are looking for that, and it has to come from us. The spirit of hope has to come from us, so we're able to share it with them, no? And also it's also a good time to launch something like this, because we are now preparing for our 50th year next year, August 2, 2026. PAREF will be 50 years, so that's our golden year. So what better time to I would say celebrate and have a lot of gratitude for what PAREF has provided to all of us. No, so yes, we have hope in our heart, and we have the spirit of joy and celebration as we move forward, and approach our 50th year, which is going to be like our jubilee year as well in within PAREF. So, and that's our golden year. So I would say, what a golden way to get this year started. By a launch such as this. Where really we really mean it, and we really will put parents first. And I just want to end by saying thank you so much to Manolo and Marie in their leadership uh, behind all of this, who have actually made this event possible. I mean, this is so-called grand launch. It's actually bigger than I thought, and all the people who are here today. I mean, of course, all the schools, the centers, Educhild, and the amount of tremendous work that a lot of people have done to make this event, a reality. I know so much time, effort, sacrifice has been put into it, but believe me, it's well worth it. And I want to thank you very much for all that you have all done. No, so with that, I just want to say welcome to everyone. Welcome to this grand launch. It's really a grand launch for the what United for Families, which is exactly what we want to be, united together for the good of families. So again, thank you very much, everyone, and back to you, man.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moran. Why don't we give him our golden virtual round of applause? You can click on the clap emoji, you can press on heart, you can press on applause. Thank you. And of course, we also thank Mr. Moran for all the support that he has given to the Parent Formation Committee. While the people in the members of the committee have been really working very hard, I think they were all driven also by the inspiration passed on to them by the support from Mr. Moran. We have to thank also Dr. Nidoy, who actually started working on putting these things together some months back. And so we come to the very heart of our gathering today. I am honored to present to you the hardworking, the hardest working couple I think we have in the whole system, in the centers. in the schools, among the board members, and in Educhild. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Manolo and Marie Escueta.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. We're excited to be here to share with you what we in the Parent Formation Committee have come up with so far. But before we start with our script, Marie has decided to insert something that might give us further inspiration after that wonderful welcome remarks and very inspiring remarks from our chairman, Danny Moran.
Okay, but before that, I think I want to piggyback on Danny's comment about having been PAREF parents for 30 years. Manolo and I started our journey with the PAREF schools in 1987, and we stand here humbly before you as fruits. We speak with conviction from the heart, from the mind, because we have received all that we could, no? The best that we can from the schools that our children attended, not just for them, but also for us, with the help of Educhild and with the help of the centers. We are the fruit of the collaboration and the synergy between these three pillars that we will talk about.
We and our children and our grandchildren are the fruits.
Okay, so may I share, please? Hello? Um, there. Okay. Can you see?
Yep, we can see.
Okay, so this is a very short video which we usually share during our Educhild courses or talks. And I thought it's going to be a good way to start this launch. Can you hear?
Hey,
Not
No
yet.
sound, not yet.
Walang sound?
No sound.
Sorry,
no sound?
no sound. Okay,
No
I'll,
sound yet.
no sound yet. Okay.
How do we?
No, I do that.
Marie, you will have to share audio.
Yes, okay. Okay. Okay.
Can you hear it now?
Yes, there's sound, but there's no video.
Tamang. Okay, so why are we starting this session with this song? You know what, Manolo and I can say, there's no rewind, no replay. If you notice, there was just one grandson there. It's that grandson is now a grade 11 student, grade 12 student at the Heights in DC, and the parents chose to send him to school there because they saw the value of their son studying in the Rosemont and then Southridge, and they wanted to continue the formation. And you know, we've seen him this June. They were here this summer, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Whether it's Parred in DC, it's Tangara or Redfield in Sydney, Australia, and Southridge, Rosemont, Woodrose here in the Philippines, it's the same. It's the PAREF way. No, it's really wonderful. And we thank the PAREF schools, the Educhild Family Enrichment, then when we were in Australia, and Educhild here, and also the centers, because while we cannot rewind the time, I think to a certain extent, Manolo and I can say with conviction and with honesty that we were able to build memories, and we were able to be with each of our children in their special moments. And I guess that is what we wanting to share with all the parents who are here today, that there's no rewind, no replay. Jo Marie Chan composed this song after an awesome or a eureka, no? They were still living in the States, and he came home after commuting from New York, where he was working, to their home in New Jersey. And his wife, Mary Ann, opened the door and welcomed him, gave him a hug, and he said, "Oh, Han, you missed it, you missed it." And John Marie Chan said, "Why? What did I miss?" And then he said, "You missed our son's first step." No, and that had such an impact on Jo Marie Chan. And he said he made the resolution that he will try to be present in all those milestone moments for each of his children. No, and fast forward, they were back in Manila, and that son who took his first step was already grown up. No, and Jo Marie Chan came home from a late evening, and it was his son who opened the door for him. And you can sense, as parents who are in touch with our children, we can sense when our children are wanting to, you know, sort of have a conversation or ask permission or something. And so he naturally or spontaneously just sat on the sofa and then tapped the sofa and said, "Son, come, let's have a quick catch up." No, and you know, true enough, the son had something very important to tell him and to talk with him about. And at that moment, Jo Marie Chan remembered that milestone moment in New Jersey. He said, "Yes, I'm glad I'm here to receive this. I'm glad I'm here because my son needed to talk to me." No? And the PAREF schools will help us say yes all the time. No? That as much as possible, to the extent that we can, that we will be there for our children when they need us, that we will accompany our children. And each of us in the PAREF community have a way of sharing that wonderful message to many of our co-parents, no? That our lifetime project is our marriage, and we have to make sure that our family gets to heaven together with our spouses and our children and everybody else in the PAREF schools. So with that, we will start with our sharing. No, it's it's a sharing drawn from the experiences of many who worked with the committee over the past months, drawing from their experience. Some because they were PAREF parents before, still involved in Educhild one way. Some like Manolo and myself, medyo senior na, nandito pa. Bakit? Kasi bilib na bilib kami sa PAREF. Mahal na mahal namin yung PAREF, no? For all that we have received.
Share slide.
And so we will share the slide. It's a 32 slide presentation. And here. Okay.
Full screen.
Yes. Okay.
Balik mo muna. Balik mo. Balik.
Bye.
Hindi ko pa papasahin yun eh.
You're on mute. Manolo, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Video.
Thank you.
Video.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. In preparing for this grand Zoom, first of all, a few months ago, we suggested to Man that the start of the school year would be a good time to launch the output so far of the PAREF Parent Formation Committee. And Man and Danny Moran thought of, well, why don't we have a grand Zoom? Let's make it a grand launch. So we never expected that it would be as grand as this. So thank you for Danny and Man for setting this up. And for this grand Zoom, we thought of articulate our terminal objectives, no? Which is as follows, as drafted or written by the nawala.
Sorry,
Share,
wait.
share.
It wants to play again. Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
Share. Share slide.
Wait lang, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah. So we hope that after this sharing, you, the participants,
Sorry, Manolo, we don't see the screen yet. We
Yeah,
don't see
okay.
your slides yet.
hanggang ngayon hindi pa?
Okay.
Not yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there are participants suggesting that you unblur the background so you don't disappear every now and then.
Okay.
The blurry background eats
Okay,
you up
thank you.
every now and then.
Okay, thank you.
You know,
Okay, now we see the screen.
Okay, but we
Thank
have to
you.
blur, right? So we blur.
unblur.
We will blur or blur? Blur my background?
No,
Not
unblur.
blur.
Because
Unblur.
we're blurring in and out.
Okay, is that okay? Better?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
actually we're in Northfield right now and we're praying as we go along that the connection will be okay because we just finished a talk.
We were invited by Ronnie Giles to give a talk on the parent leadership model. And from that, we rushed to the office right away to be able to be connected to the grand Zoom. So we hope that as a result of this sharing, participants will be aligned with the aspirations for every family in PAREF, which is the first thing that we'll be sharing with you. And the participants will be excited to help make the PAREF community work with greater synergy and solidarity among the three pillars of the PAREF community, which is the second point that we will also be sharing with you. Now, and then after that, we'll try to agree on the next steps that the committee will work within this three-pillar community for this school year. For this school year. Okay, so about a year and a half ago, or a little over, Danny Moran and Raul Nidoy asked Marie and me to head a PAREF-wide Parents Formation Committee. I think it's the first time ever that we have a PAREF-wide committee that will oversee parents formation in the schools. We gladly accepted, and we then got aligned with PAREF Central Management on the following three roles. Number one, that's the first item we will share with you. And then we'll talk about the aspirations that the committee did as a first job. And then the PAREF Schools Community of Family Structure, which came together with the aspirations. No? Then, as I said, next steps will be the last part of our. No? Yeah. Now, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 have all been discussed with the commission and with the advisory. So they're all aligned with what we are trying to accomplish at the PAREF-wide Parents Formation Committee, as well as the next steps, importantly. The first question that the PAREF Parents Formation Committee asked itself is, how do we get our work started? It's such a wide range of responsibilities. And then we said, why don't we begin Well, okay. Marie just reminded me. To give you some background, the composition of this committee. Three sets of members in this committee. Number one, representatives from parents, the Parents Formation Office of each PAREF school. The second set of members consists of present and former longtime PAREF parents who very eagerly agreed to help in the work of the community based on their long years of experience living, doing, and benefiting from the what we call the PAREF way. And the third set are we invited some young parents, so we would have some representation and would we make sure we are able to put on the mind of millennials and Gen Xers. So as our first step, we decided to, okay, these are the members. You don't need to read all of them just to get a feel for who the people are who have been working with us on this committee work, no? And some more of the members. Medyo marami. Now, we don't require everyone to attend in every committee meeting, but most of the time they're present and we're able to get timely inputs from each of them. So roles of the committee: formulate and deploy the aspirations from a family across PAREF, which is what we'll be doing this morning. Further, bring to life the three pillars of the PAREF schools community, which we will also be sharing with you this morning. And then on an ongoing basis, standardize and continually upgrade the parent formation programs across PAREF schools by sharing best practices, learnings, and new innovative approaches from within and beyond PAREF. Those are the three key roles that the committee is focusing at the moment. But how do you get such a big job started? So we decided to begin with the end in mind. We spent the first meetings of the committee to articulate what we call our aspirations for every family across PAREF. You can call them vision statements, but we want to call them aspirations to be able to distinguish them from the usual vision statements that you will come across in every PAREF school. And what we did also was because it's going to be quite broad and far-reaching, we decided to formulate aspirations under the following key segments in the PAREF community: aspirations for the family, for parents, for children, for home environment, for the ideal PAREF graduate, and aspirations for host school collaboration. So under each of these segments, we have a long paragraph, but rather than show you all those paragraphs, we will instead show you the key elements that are contained in each of those paragraphs under each of these segments. Now, we just would like to make clear that what we have as aspirations are by no means complete. And most of these aspirations we have been talking a lot about over the years, so most of them will not be new to you, but we think it will be important to write them down and to show them to every PAREF, to every couple that is in PAREF at the moment, and to every couple who comes into PAREF for the first time, so that they are all clear on what we are trying to accomplish within PAREF. Marie will take you through these aspirations.
Okay, so as Manolo said, what we will present to you would just be the summary or the bullet points. We decided that the write-up, the final write-up will be sent as reading material, no? But just to make it less wordy, the slides, we decided to summarize or to come up with bullet points and like a one-liner memory hook statement. Okay, so our aspirations for every family in the PAREF system. So let's take a look at the family. So we're saying that the family, a Christ-centered family rooted in sacramental love and inspired by Saint Josemaria, shines as a unified beacon of holiness, sacrificial serving, and service and welcoming outreach. Okay, so that's our one statement, no? And some of the things, that's the overall aspiration. We're very upfront, stating that we want to be Christ-centered and we want to be inspired by the teachings of Saint Jose Maria, whose spirit really has influenced, no, and the founding of the schools. Okay, so these are some of the key points that came up. We picked up from the long discussions that we've had, no? So a Christ-centered community built on love, forgiveness, and unity, a safe haven, fostering deep relationships with Christ, inspired by Saint Jose Maria Escriva's teaching and the Holy Family. Families strive for holiness through everyday Christian virtues. Sacramental living is embraced as a path to sanctity, thrives through shared time, talent, and resources. Social responsibility and outreach to the underprivileged are core, a guiding light and living example for others to follow. Sacrifice and collaboration are valued in personal growth. The family nurtures vocation and faith. Reflect Christ's face to the world with joy and purpose, and PAREF families and inspiration to other families.
By the way, the purpose of sharing this with you now is just you know what our aspirations are, what are in the aspirations paragraphs. You really won't need to internalize them now. That's going to be impossible. We will send all the schools and the groups concerned a copy of the aspiration paragraphs, and we will even provide you a copy of the key parts of this presentation. So just for you to know, to see, and to have a feel for what the aspirations are.
Yes, and some aspirations I think would resonate with the visions of the schools, no, and PAREF's vision for families as well.
And the aspirations that we share with you this morning, they will continue to evolve. We welcome inputs, as we continue to work together.
Okay, on the parents, no, our heading is PAREF parents lead Christ-centered families, forming their children in faith, joy, and freedom. And these are some of the key points drawn from the discussions of the committee. Okay, I won't.
Yeah, let's go
Okay,
quickly.
the primary educators rooted in Christ and joy. They strive for holiness, personal growth, and authentic living.
Their families are guided with love, purpose, and unwavering faith.
Parenting is seen as a vocation embraced with courage and fidelity.
They commit to lifelong learning through ongoing formation.
Character and faith are modeled in unity and daily life.
Children are nurtured with freedom, friendship, and respect.
Collaboration with schools ensures holistic child development.
Parents lead with care, awareness, and enduring hope.
Christian maturity is seen as a grace-filled journey.
The next segment, children.
PAREF children nurtured by faith and family grow into persons of character, competence, compassion, and conscience, guided by Christian virtues, resilient in adversity, and devoted to discerning and living their vocation with excellence and love.
The key elements from the paragraph aspirations for PAREF children grow into persons of character, competence, compassion, and conscience, the 4 C's.
Christian virtues and high ideals guide their daily lives.
Ordinary work becomes extraordinary through sanctification.
Their choices reflect sound moral and Christian principles.
They face adversity with resilience and serve with empathy.
Family and school support their path to discern God's will.
Their vocation is rooted in faith, purpose, and love.
They treasure the formative memories of their PAREF education.
Inspired by Saint Jose Maria, they find friendship in Christ.
Even small acts are done with excellence and devotion.
Next segment, the ideal PAREF graduate.
A PAREF graduate is a person of integrity and deep faith, guided by truth, committed to lifelong learning, and dedicated to transforming society through joyful sanctification of daily life.
And the key elements from the paragraph on the PAREF graduate are
a person of integrity, character, and deep faith, guided by truth and committed to lifelong learning.
thinks critically, works diligently, and communicates with clarity,
collaborates creatively and compassionately with others,
embodies justice, patriotism, and hopeful leadership,
strives to transform society through joyful sanctification of daily life,
honors God in profession, relationships, and ordinary tasks.
Okay, the home environment, quoting our father, Saint Jose Maria Escriva, a bright and cheerful home where virtues flourish, vocations awaken, sibling support blooms, and selfless service shapes every heart.
Home environment key elements: a bright, cheerful home,
Nurtures virtue, vocation, and growth.
a school of virtues and seedbed of vocations,
Children are guided to discover their God-given calling.
a safe haven where every member is fully loved and accepted,
Harmony is promoted by shielding children from parental conflicts.
siblings are encouraged to uplift and support one another,
Tenderness, forgiveness, and respect shape the family atmosphere.
selfless service is practiced in accordance with Catholic values.
On the collaboration between the home, school, Educhild, and the formation centers, a collaborative community where participants live through open communication, mutual respect, and shared commitment to values, creating a supportive environment for holistic student development.
Collaboration key elements: strong partnerships between parents, teachers, mentors, and peer coaches,
Parents actively engage in the community and uphold PAREF values.
building the village, quote unquote, mindset, fosters collective formation,
Deep understanding and promotion of the PAREF philosophy.
respectful and united relationships among educators and parents,
Open, defined, and responsive communication channels.
trust and empathy in addressing moral and faith-related concerns,
Educators communicate truth with conviction and compassion.
parent coordinators deepen friendships and encourage formation,
Families are accompanied in their growth journey, not just in the matter of parenting, but in their own spiritual journeys.
constructive feedback is welcomed and acted on promptly. Now, those are the key segments and the key aspirational elements. Then we then ask ourselves, how do we proceed from here? Wow, it's such a daunting idea if you really think about it. And then we realized we actually already have in place what would be needed
To deliver.
to help us to make a reality most, if not all, of the things that we all aspire for, as articulated in the bullet points in the paragraphs that we just shared with you. And that is what lead us to put in visual form what we call the PAREF Schools Community of Families. PAREF Schools Community of Families, and we dare to say and take great pride to say that it is the best village to raise your child, our children. What does this community consist of? Three pillars that you all familiar with, but pillars that we can strive to do even better to make this community get nearer to its full potential as envisioned by God,
Saints.
by Saint Jose Maria. This consists of the schools, of course, schools for boys. Again, within each city or municipality, we have this set of schools in Antipolo, in Alabang, in Cebu, a growing community in Iloilo. And our hope and our aspiration is that we are able to have this community in more and more cities and municipalities across the Philippines over the years. The three pillars starts with the school, where you have teachers, parents and children, mentors and coaches, parent coordinators, parenting peer coaches, a chaplaincy, and the alumni. And the two partners, the formation centers on the left side, where community members can avail of deeper spiritual formation, Students can join respective boys and fans and girls club. Hindi mixed yan, ha? Separate boys club, girls club, as you know. And summer programs, just three of the most active ones. And I'm sure there will be more as we work more and more together within this community. And of course, Educhild as the partner and outsource provider of the best the best parenting effectiveness course that you will ever find in any part of the world. Of course, sourced from the IFFD, International Federation for Family Development,
And local.
executed in the best way possible through the Educhild group here, consisting of three key parts: the parent leadership model, inspired by Dr. James Stenson, family transformation curriculum, family transformation continuing. Let me say that again. The print is so small. Family transformation continuum curriculum consisting of age-appropriate courses, all contained in the School for Parents, that has been set up in a number of PAREF schools and will soon be institutionalized in those schools that have not yet formalized the establishment of the Educhild School for Parents in their respective schools. And importantly, enriched marital relationship.
Sorry.
Oh, may typo dito. Marital relationship, in the martial relationship, an important foundation in the parent leadership model. That is what parents avail of from the whole school collaboration. And this was suggested by Dr. Jess Estanislao, so that we do not think and act too insularly. We have to be conscious of and make sure to incorporate social responsibility. Now, we thought it would be important for us to be guided by a few principles in making this community work together, no, to guide this community. Let me take you through them. No? A community of parents, teachers, mentors, coaches, and staff who share the same aspirations for our students, children, and are guided by a common set of values and inspired by the following principles, beliefs. None of this will come as a surprise to you, but it is very important to state them up front so that every PAREF couple, existing and new, will be aware of them parents, teachers, and everyone in the community will be aware of them and will conduct themselves and pursue the most that they can get from the community under this guidance. One, from St. John Paul II, tell me the strength of the family, so goes the strength of society. That is our number one contribution to society. Parents first, teachers second, then students, from St. Escriva. Chairman Danny Moran referred to this a couple of times in his opening remarks. From Dr. Haynes, love is important, but it is not enough. Parents need skills to be effective. Not every couple we try to attend a parenting effectiveness course says yes right away. They do not realize that they need skills that can only be obtained by attending the age-appropriate parenting effectiveness courses, skills and principles. More than ever, parents need help to form their children. The school is their best help. Chairman Danny also referred to this earlier. More and more challenging. Parenting has become more and more challenging, and growing up has become more and more challenging for our children and our young people as well. The school is the best ally that can help parents and their children through this challenging journey. In a PAREF school, every teacher, mentor, sports coach, and staff member is a formator. Our teachers are experts in the psychology of the students they teach and mentor, and Marie and I have been very grateful beneficiaries of this fact and this practice. The next one is, the school is a universe of love and playground of freedom, bringing up children in freedom under the mantle of love. That's from Pope Benedict XVI. The alumni have much to give back to and receive from the PAREF community. This is one big opportunity for us to get more and more alumni get involved in the PAREF community, to bring their children into the PAREF schools. And the second to the last, the stronger the community, the more the family flourishes. But community strength depends on each member's active participation. And from Saint Josemaria Escrivá, 321, you who live in the midst of the world must always want to give other people the happiness you enjoy as a Christian. Give in various ways, materially, through education, time, through example, reaching out especially to the underprivileged, which has been a big concern of the Pope and of the prelate as well. Now, what is the purpose? How can having such a three-pillar structure presented to parents and to everyone in the community, how can it be helpful? We think it will be very helpful based on our experience and based on feedback from couples, individuals to whom we have shared this three-pillar structure. No? What is it? It is a visual rendition of PAREF's unique and comprehensive ways to deliver its promise of, one, a holistic, balanced academic and character formation of its students, and continuing education and formation of its parents. We believe that this visual rendition will inspire us, will give us more ideas, will lead to more innovations that will help enable each school to deliver its promise to parents and to students. I was, as you know, some of you know, I've been a consumer marketing person for a long time, mainly from my training and experience in PNG. And one day, when we had a visit from the global chairman and CEO, he was asked, what is a good product? And his definition of a good product is very simple. A good product is one that delivers its promise. And that is what we want to be. We want the PAREF community to be able to deliver its promise to its parents and to its students and to every member in the community. Now, what are the purposes of having a three-pillar structure shown in visual form? Well, we believe it will help parents, teachers, and staff and students to clearly understand and easily remember the PAREF way. We've showed this to some parent coordinators yesterday in Springdale and last week in Southridge. And some of them said, wow, I never was fully aware of all these things that make up the PAREF community. And this visualization tells me better what I can expect and tells me better how I can apply myself better, being a member and being a parent in the PAREF community. So it will serve as a guide for PAREF community members to periodically assess how much they are gaining from and how well they have been applying themselves to the PAREF way. I think that's important for each member to proactively and voluntarily apply himself or herself in the best way possible so as to get the most from and to give the best from, to get the most from and to give the best to this PAREF community. Third purpose, constantly remind and refresh their commitment to the PAREF way on an ongoing basis. Walang kalimutan, kumbaga. Foremost in our minds, being members of the PAREF community. It can serve as a tool to attract more parents and families to PAREF. Served another way, it can serve as a very helpful marketing tool. And fifth, serve as an operating model to guide, inspire, and challenge every member of the PAREF community to give their best to strengthen, and make the community attain its fullest potential for the ongoing benefit of every member in the PAREF community. We believe we have not attained our fullest potential yet, and we are far from attaining our fullest potential. And I can think of certain areas where there are big opportunities for improvement. Let me share with you some of them. One, a deeper appreciation of the PAREF way. We got feedback from Cebu that some of the parent coordinators who saw this rendition, visual rendition, some of them were somewhat reluctant to ask questions because by asking questions, it might reveal that they did not yet have a full appreciation of the PAREF way until they saw the three-pillar structure. Another opportunity for improvement, obviously increased percentage participation, attendance in parenting courses, in parenting get-togethers, mentoring chats, parenting peer coaching, and the various deeper spiritual formation activities that the formation centers offer. Another opportunity, more parents, families with children going to Sunday Mass together and attending church activities and ceremonies or programs, availing of the sacraments that we all know will only benefit them a lot more. There's the education part, and there's the spiritual part that will enable the effective application
I think they got disconnected.
Yeah, I think there's a problem in the internet in Northfield. Manolo and Marie,
Yeah.
hope you can get back in. Let's just wait a bit.
Yeah, let me reach
Okay,
out to
yeah.
them. I'll reach out to them.
Okay, thank you. Meanwhile, while waiting for them to be able to get back inside the room, we're going to hear in a while. Okay, Manolo and Marie, you're here with us now. Let me just first make you co-host. Okay. We can see you now, but we cannot
Yeah.
hear you. You're muted. Okay,
Okay,
there
yeah.
goes.
are we now on again?
Yep,
Yes, you're
What are
back.
you're
You're
on.
back.
What was the last slide that we showed you?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you
Yes.
now.
Okay, let's
Perfect.
go
Hear
through
you.
the slides.
Okay. We're
Balik
almost
tayo,
done.
balik. No. Did you see this?
Yes, we ended with the opportunities.
Okay, which opportunities?
This one, the one for three-pillar structure.
Okay, but we have, ayaw bumalik.
What do you want?
Ayaw bumalik. Yan. Yeah, okay. So we were sharing opportunities for improvement. You've seen this already up to the last
Yes.
third point. And it's
Yes.
just not Sunday Mass, a lot more activities in church and in school where families can together attend for the greater benefit of their families' education and formation. More opportunities, ayaw mag-move forward. Better emotion connection and deeper understanding between parent and child. This is something that that we strive for through the mentoring between parents and mentors, and through the parenting effectiveness courses in Educhild, and even through the chats with the chaplain. enriched relationship between husband and wife, leading to stronger parent leadership of the family. Again, that is a foundational element in the parent leadership model. And the three pillars we believe of school formation centers and Educhild can operate with greater synergy. So in that, much more can be gained
The three.
from this three-pillar structure that we have in the PAREF schools community of families. And that is for parents, of course, within the Parents Formation Committee. And that is what we will try to continue working on in the committee.
They're off again. I think there's problem with the internet in Antipolo. Well, I was saying earlier, in a while, we're also going to hear from Educhild. I think DM or Noemi will be speaking to us. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for Manolo and Marie to be able to get back on. Okay.
Hi, Manny. Hi, Man.
Hi, DM.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you for inviting Educhild. I'm so happy to see Educhild as part of the pillars of the PAREF system. And Noemi and I are living witnesses to this very effective system. And all our kids went to PAREF. And so I like to say that Educhild and PAREF would like to really start strong in terms of implementing the three-pillar structure of PAREF by saying, and this, I got the blessings of the chairman and president, Danny Moran, to announce that we will be strengthening the three-pillar structure where Educhild is part of by signing a MOA, and that's going to happen next week. What is that MOA? This is a MOA between PAREF and Educhild to institutionalize and formalize the establishment of the PAREF Educhild school for parents. Because currently there are only three schools that have that system, no? And that's Southridge, o dalawa lang pala, Southridge and Westbridge in Iloilo. So now Marie and Manolo are back, I think. Are they?
Yes, we are.
So let me just
They're
go
back.
Hear us.
while the connection is clear, then I will just continue later. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Okay.
we're happy to know of that MOA. Every school will soon institutionalize Educhild School for Parents. And that's important because, but that's one of the three pillars. Now, I
That's
just
right.
said that, you know, much more to be gained. Okay, balik. Yeah, one click lang. Much more to be gained. Why do I say that? There are still many parents in PAREF who are not aware of what can be gained from the three-pillar structure. So awareness has to be built. And with awareness, we want their interest to increase. And we want to increase their desire to be part of it, to apply themselves, and to get the most that can get out of it. And I listed some of the improvement opportunities. If awareness is low and commitment is low, we will not be able to attain them. So much more to be gained. So that for our next steps, we will present this that we shared with you to all PAREF school communities through the Parents Formation Office of each school, namely the aspirations, and the three-pillar structure and the guiding principles. Number two, we will conduct a planning meeting in every school, in each PAREF community, among the three
Yes.
pillars: schools, formation center, and Educhild. We want to do this periodically, and we want to institutionalize it so that on an ongoing basis, we will be able to
We'll
help
track
bring
it.
about continual improvement. And again, to increase the synergy and the solidarity within that community among the three pillars, benefiting all members of the community. We will deploy templates and best practices for the parent coordinator system and parenting peer coaching. We believe that those are two areas where we need to improve significantly, and where significant improvement can bring about great improvements. I've been a parent peer coach over the past few years, and I've seen the value of coaching new parents to help usher them into the PAREF community and the PAREF way. Next, standardized training modules and success measures for the PC system and parenting peer coaching. And on an ongoing basis, obtain continual learning and improvements to further bring to life the PAREF schools community of families. And we will hold as many dialogues as we can within each community so as to get their inputs, know where they are and how they can apply themselves better. So those are our 5 next steps, and we open to questions, suggestions, or comments. But maybe before that, DM, can we ask you to continue with your sharing and tell us more
Sharing.
about.
Do you want me to stop sharing? Are you sharing something, DM?
I'm not sharing anything.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Currently there are only schools that are considered as a school for parents, and that's Southridge and Westbridge in Iloilo. And so what we'd like to do is together with PAREF to make the entire PAREF system to be a school for parents. So currently we are together with PAREF, we conduct the preschool NPEP in the preschools. And in the big schools, there's the regular NPEP. But there are only a few schools like Southridge, and I think Woodrose, and also Rose Hill that run middle childhood course in grade 3, and then also parenting teens in grade 6. Now, we want to extend that to the senior high, up to the senior high. Manolo mentioned about, and it's in the slide that is on the screen now, the family transformation continuum. So just remember 4 numbers: 3, 6, 9, 12. That's not online gambling, okay? That's refers to grades 3, grades 6, grade 9, and grade 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Grade 3, we will run middle childhood in the parent schools. Grade 6, parenting teens. And then grade 9, and this is a first, hopefully by the next school year, we will be running the Married Love course. And then in grade 12, the Beyond I Do. Why are we putting in marriage courses, marital relationships in the higher levels? Because we noticed that participation of parents at that level, grades 9, 10, 11, 12, start to diminish. In fact, they start to diminish even earlier. And we also think that parents also do not anymore give more importance to marital relationships. So hence, the importance of running in grade 9 the Married Love course, and hopefully before the kids graduate in grade 12, we will be conducting the Beyond I Do in the entire PAREF system. On the part of Educhild, it's going to be a lot of work that we have to prepare. So we are also looking into how we can expand our manpower. And there's going to be a big announcement in Educhild next week. I'm sorry, not next week, but hopefully end of towards the end of next month on a new system, which is very, very much aligned with PAREF. We have given importance to make Educhild as a community of families as well. No? So we're both aligned, PAREF and Educhild. And we will be introducing the concept of family circles. And I don't want to preempt and announce it here, but we're going to announce it. It's a very nice concept. I hope that also PAREF could learn from us as well. So we learn from each other in order to strengthen Educhild to be really, really a very strong community of families. So from on behalf of the Educhild and also on behalf of IFFD, because I also sit in the board of IFFD, we are all excited to be working hand in hand in the long term with the PAREF schools. Thank you.
Just the last point, we will suggest that this visual rendition be put up at the entrance of every school so that every person, every parent, when they enter the main building, will be welcomed by this visual rendition of the PAREF school community of families.
Manolo, if I may add, I was while you were talking about this visual, I see and you mentioned about, and we all know this, that in the PAREF system, teachers are first, and then parents and children and the mentors. Sorry, teachers first. Parents first, teachers second, and then the students, right? So I was thinking perhaps maybe in the future Educhild can also conduct courses, both parenting and marriage courses, to the staff and the teachers of the PAREF schools. Those who are married can take marriage courses and parenting courses as well. And for young professionals, young teachers, they can also take up, we can also offer LEAP in the PAREF schools.
Wow, that's going to be wonderful, DM.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I agree with that, DM, very much. I think that, whatever we're reaching out and explaining to our parents, I think that the entire PAREF community should be fully aware,
Yes.
particularly and we have our teachers, the mentors, even the coaches, etc. I think that everybody in that whole community should be very much aware.
Yes.
And I would encourage, the participation of our teachers in the Educhild program, because they themselves are parents. Many of them are parents, and it would benefit them equally. So if they're stronger as parents, they will actually be better teachers themselves.
Yeah.
Chairman Danny, I remember the parenting effectiveness courses and family visioning courses that we conducted to the employees in your companies years
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Everybody benefits. Everybody.
That's true. If there are any comments, suggestions, we're very open to hear from anyone in this grand Zoom.
About the centers, do you identify the centers for the Alabang, it's Crestfield and
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, yes. Hi,
Yes.
Chippy, yes.
Just want to second what Mr. Marasigan, DM, said about the programs that can be given also to the teachers, especially to the young hires, because I think this is really something that can help them grow in the culture, and the philosophy of the school. It might be best to collaborate really with the schools, because each school I know gives onboarding courses and onboarding programs to the staff. So it might be good that instead of doing double too many, no, that they will receive. It might be good that there might, there's some programs and some modules that Educhild can be the one to give. So it's just a matter of really putting together the efforts of everybody to maximize. That's it. Just want to suggest that.
DM, can I also make a suggestion to that?
Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
Chippy,
thank you.
Thank you, Chippy, for that comment. DM, perhaps one thing we can explore, since we're in the process of expanding, for those who have graduated from the Educhild courses, including the married courses, maybe we can form from among them willing parents or couples who can share, no? Parang third person teaching according to Stephen Covey. So the other thing we were exploring at one time in Woodrose was to open up the NPEP sessions to parents in the grade level. So that's also another one. Para sabay silang nag-aaral, parehong nai-input sa kanila.
Yes. Noted. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for the suggestion, Marie.
It's exciting, yeah.
Man, you
Yep.
know, we've been meeting as a committee for so many times, but we have not had a meeting with a group that represents the teachers. I think it'll be good to hear from them,
No.
to know, not now, but in the near future, in each community, to know what they think of this and how they think they can also better apply themselves, and for them also to ask what they need to better prepare them as well.
Yeah, well, we have all the executive directors. I see all the executive directors in the Zoom room. So they can perhaps make it happen. Just coordinate with us so we can schedule that possible dialogue, conversations, hearing out the teachers. Yeah,
Oh, paano? We don't want them to feel left out. Pag sinabi nila, sila lang ang nag-uusap eh.
there are some comments in the chat box, Manolo, Marie, DM. You might want
I
to
don't know why.
reply to
Okay, here.
them.
Good
From
morning.
Sin, Abola,
Yeah.
let's recruit moderators from this group. From Miss Cacho, sorry, I can't open my mic. Okay, let me see. But just want to share ongoing Westbridge practice. Teachers also attend the parenting courses with the new parents, and also the advisors of the corresponding classes attend the middle childhood course and parenting teen course sessions. So Diane said it's a good start to involving the teachers in the school for parents. A brilliant idea, which all the other executive directors in our Zoom room might want to pick up from. I have enabled you're being able to unmute yourself. So if you have any question you want to ask our presenters, our speakers, you can raise your hand so we can call on you. We will have to end in 6 minutes, but that's still enough time for some pictorials, Manolo Marie, Sir Danny, Mr. DM. But if there are questions, I think you can still entertain a question or two before we close, or whatever comments you might want to make regarding the presentation, some ideas. Father Julio really would have wanted to be with us. Unfortunately, he's still out of the country, and it's only 5:55 a.m. in his part of the world, so we don't want to wake him up. And Father Erwin, who would have wanted to take his place, has a pastoral assignment, so unfortunately, we will not be able to hear from them, but they definitely are very happy about this initiative. They're very excited. That's why they spread the word to the different centers. And we see many of the centers represented here. Okay. We're not seeing hands being raised. we are not seeing questions being posted. So Manolo, Marie, I think this is now what we call time for graduation picture. We encourage all of you to please turn on your video so that you are seen in this historic gathering that has never been done before. Am I right? I don't think we've ever had anything like this. Father Cayo is here with us. Thank you so much, Father, for joining us. And I see Mr. Jerry Dr. Kliachko there. Thank you for joining us. So let us look at the camera and give us your biggest, widest, sweetest, most golden smile as we prepare for our golden anniversary in 3, 2, and 1. Smile. We go to page 2. Smile. Page 3. Smile. Page 4. And page 5 of 7, page 6, and page 7. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate very much your going out of your way. We're going to end the recording.